Hey Aces, I'm Elias, and welcome back to EHS Today. Before we get started, we do have a few announcements to present. On January 27th, we have City League Scholars Bowl at Capon. The time is still yet to be determined. And then on February 4th, we have a Rep Theater Showcase at 7:30 in the theater. And then also on Saturday, February 5th, we do have ACT testing going on. And then finally, on Monday the 7th, Winter Homecoming officially kicks off with the start of Spirit Week. Now that we have all of the announcements out of the way, let's move it to Esmeralda with sports.
Hey Aces, it's me Esmeralda with your sports announcements. Monday the 24th, our bowling team will play at Seneca Bowl at 3. Good luck. Tuesday, girls basketball will play at 6 o'clock and boys will be at 7:15. Thursday the 27th, the bowling team will be at West Acres Bowl at 1 and our swimming and diving team will be at Wichita North at 5. Friday the 28th, the bowling will be at North Rock Lanes at 8 and wrestling will be at Garden Plain High at 3. Saturday the 29th, boys swimming and diving will take place at Wichita Swim Club at 8. At 9, our bowling team will be at North Rock Lanes, and at 10, wrestling will be competing at South. Good luck to all our aces this week. I got the chance to interview our school bowling coach and what he has to say about the season.
Bowling, I was the assistant coach last year, and then this is my first year as the head coach, so 1 1/4. I don't know if it counts as a quarter yet. But, the bowling community, it's something that I kind of got indoctrinated with the last year, and just it's cool how everybody roots for everybody. Your score doesn't affect anybody else's, so everybody kind of roots for everybody, and so it's just kind of different. The bowling community is definitely special and different from the baseball and just other sports I've been around and played in my life. I mean, after our first tournament, we got better all throughout the day, and just seeing the kids really enjoy it. We only have one returning varsity member so far on the boys and the girls, so everybody kind of coming out to learning, and they're really enjoying it. So we've had one tournament so far, and they progressively got a whole lot better throughout the day. So just seeing how much better they get and how much they enjoy it, and then the relationships that they're making with each other and then the other schools and with myself and the assistant coach is a lot of fun.
That's it with sports announcements.
Nice to be caught up with sports. Thanks for that, Esmeralda. Now let's hand it over to John.
Hi, I'm John. As of today, the plan for the Science Hall is to make repairs, not demolish. The work is estimated to take 2 to 3 years to finish. The science classes are being relocated while the work takes place. I interviewed a science teacher to see how they're reacting to the change. So what science class do you teach?
So I'm teaching physical science and global science this year. Right now I'm teaching in the gaming arena, C207A.
What's the biggest difference in your new situation?
I would say size and space, access to electricity and technology. In the science labs, we have water, sinks, lots of space, the lab tables. Right now, I'm kind of stuck to just tables and chairs.
How have you had to change your teaching style?
Well, the good news is right now I haven't really had to change my teaching style at all. Ms. Richardson's given me the opportunity to teach in bigger spaces on lab days, so I think everything will be okay. I shouldn't have to change too much in the end. Yeah, I think every school year is a challenge. And science is kind of unlucky. We drew the challenge this year. It's a big one, but we have a great group of teachers and good administration. So we look forward to meeting and accepting the challenge and just kind of pushing on and making the best year for our students and put our best performance forward.
That's all for me. Back to our anchors, Elias and Skaya.
Thanks, John. Now last but most certainly not least, let's hand it over to Adley.
Thanks, guys. For today's episode, I wanted to go back into the history of Wichita, specifically that of Century 2.
Century 2 has had a very tumultuous history during its 53 years in Wichita. Recently, I saw an old travel ad about Wichita that highlighted Century 2 as a main attraction, showing a local orchestra ensemble playing. It interested me because today Century 2 is not seen as a hub for the fine arts or even that notable of an establishment, so I decided to do some research on Century 2's past. Century 2 was a replacement for the Forum, a civic center serving a similar purpose as Century 2 today. A building 260 feet long and 160 wide, the Forum was opened in 1911, but didn't finish construction until 1918. It held a variety of events, from dinner banquets to horse competition. Eventually, however, many concerns about the Forum were raised, such as the relatively small size when compared to the rapidly growing Wichita population. Furthermore, there had been a large asbestos curtain installed on the main stage at a time when asbestos' harmful effects had begun to be documented. The Forum was destroyed to make room for a new convention center, to be named Century 2 in honor of Wichita's first centennial. Century 2 opened in 1969 with a concert, convention, and exhibition hall, and a theater, with an expo hall coming as a later addition in 1986. While it was a huge success initially, with famous artists such as Van Halen coming to play in its halls, it has since faded in popularity due to multiple factors, from structural issues to the Midwest region as a whole not being a common place where musicians tend to tour. This has led to some calling for its destruction and replacement with an East Bank Mall and recreational area. However, there is an ongoing movement within Wichita to prevent its destruction.
Thanks for listening. And now, back to the anchors.
All right, thanks for that, Adley. Well, Aces, that's all we have for you today. We hope you guys enjoyed today's episode, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye!